Hello and welcome to this 23rd episode of Presentations Plus live streaming. My name is Oskar Zgraj and I will be answering the eternal question of how many slides. Now, how many of you ever got stuck with this question, how many slides should I put into my presentation? Just type how many slides or HMS in the comments below this video, please. And thank you for that. And if you have never, how many of you have never had this trouble? Just type NP for no problem. Thank you. So, how many of you have ever run out of time while you still had the slides to show? Okay, I certainly have, and that's why I am asking or answering this question in this video, because it is an eternal question, how many slides to put. And in preparation of this video, in the announcement earlier on, I have put 4 questions for you. 4 questions for you. So if you haven't checked them yet, please go back to the announcement yet. I'll read them out loud in a second. And just to let you know that I'm streaming live on Instagram, the replays are available on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn and YouTube, and also on the presentations blog that I cover. So the first question was, why do you present? Why do you present? Well, second question, I'm going to read out the questions first. Second question, why do you attend conferences? Who are you preparing the slides for? And what would you like to achieve? And answering those questions will be a guide to how many slides to put in your presentation. If you are a person who struggles with fear of public speaking or technical difficulties, this may be a place for you, because over the years or decades of presenting to various audiences, I have developed lots of tricks and exercise and tips, and here I share them with you. And my answers to those questions, so 4 questions. Why do I present? Well, I would like to share my knowledge. I would like for other people not to make the same mistakes as I did, and maybe contribute to the knowledge of the world and contribute to the practice of others so they can get better. Why do you attend conferences? Well, one is to share, but the other thing is to bounce my ideas and my results from other people. Why? Because I already know what I'm going to say. This is my knowledge. So I'm not going there for people to listen and praise me and applaud. I'm going there to hear what they say about it, the questions the people ask, the questions that the audience asks, and the comments that they make, because this will be beneficial for me. My presentation is beneficial for the audience, and whatever audience says is beneficial for me. Who do you prepare your slides for? Yourself? I don't need that. I know what I'm going to say. If I need some kind of help, see, some people treat slides as their guide what to say next. That's completely wrong, okay? The slides are the visual aid for your audience to see what are you talking about, to help them understand. So it is not for you. If you want something, just grab a piece of paper and write some notes, write a small summary of what you're going to say, but do not use slides to remember what to say next, okay? The slides help your audience. I'm preparing my slides for my audience, and they're very visual and they're making it easy to understand. And what would I achieve? I would like the message, the main message that I'm bringing to get through. I may not be able to cover all the details, I may not be able to cover all the funny stories, but I want the message to get through. And based on that, I chose for my practice to use only 1 slide per minute. 1 slide per minute. And I didn't think it out myself. I was taught that, and I was attending a generic instructor course that was organized by Advanced Life Support Group. I used to be an active advanced pediatric life support coach and trainer and instructor, and this generic course showed me how much can be achieved by reducing the number of slides. It is usually reducing to 1 slide per minute. And that's including a good morning and a thank you, the title page and the thank you, the finishing page. Now, I have come across other systems. Like for one of my former bosses used to say, do 1 slide per 30 seconds, so 2 minutes per slide. And all those who were following it were retreating and rehearsing and practicing their speeches beforehand. And whether they went on the stage and grabbed the microphone, there it was like a play button. It's like a play button on the machine, and they were just going non-stop for whatever period of time they had, and they were finishing on time. But guess what? Nobody knew what they were talking about, because if they were going into some specific deep knowledge of their own narrow specialty and use it sophisticated language at the end of this kind of presentation, people were uploading maybe some common great presentation, but hardly ever anybody asked questions. Why? Because they didn't grab the message. What is your message? And the less slides and the simpler language you are using, the better the message goes across. Now, you only have those couple of minutes or a few minutes with your audience, and you need to greet them, you need to thank them, and you need to grasp their attention and their respect and put the message across. There's a lot of work to be done in this short period of time. But if you complicate it, if you overflow your presentation with slides and information, everything like that, they will not understand. They have no chances for that. So please reduce the number of slides and always finish on time. Now, I don't believe that there's anything more wrong with a presenter than going late, running late, having prepared 30 slides for 3 minutes, and of course they are not gonna be able to show them all, because it is even humanly impossible to read through all those slides in that short period of time, especially that they are strange to the audience. So what happens is the time is up and they're still going over and over and over to the next slide. And if the organizer of the conference is reasonable, they will cut this off, shut down the presentation, switch off the microphone and ask this person to step down, because they're wasting the time of the others that haven't prepared properly. Always finish on time, and to achieve that you have to have the margin for all the technical difficulties and all your internal and mind difficulties that may happen, and reduce the number of information to the core message that you need to get across, or you want to get across. Now, at that point, I'm gonna cite one of the teenage millionaires that I was following for some time, and asked about what is the secret of her success. So a teenage millionaire, I mean in US dollars. And she said, well, one of my teachers taught me that, and I always use this rule. Early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable. And I strongly believe in presentation, this is the truth. So finish early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable. And in this way, you may be able to get the message across, and not get lost with time. So you won't run out of time. Thank you very much for your attention today. The next video in 2 weeks' time will be my early experiences with Prezi Video as a follow-up to the online conferences that are very popular nowadays. So next time, 2 weeks' time, Prezi Video first experiences. You may have noticed that I've already put up some of the sample trainings or sample presentations that I prepared in Prezi Video. I'm still experimenting with this technology. I like it so far, and I will talk about my early experiences at that time. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you would like me to cover some part of the knowledge, please feel free to do so by commenting right down below this video. Thank you very much. All the best. Bye.